Temperatures are starting to warm up, and that could lead to dangerous conditions on some of those frozen lakes and ponds. This week, Arvada Fire is training for those exact situations. Now, news reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from Station 2 this morning. Courtney, firefighters will be out on the ice today.
Yes, that's right. Good morning, Corey. We're here inside Station 2, and we've got a demonstration for you guys this morning. We've got Captain Tyler Beck and Corey here who is going to be demonstrating what is happening. So tell us, when people call you guys out for an ice rescue, what happens? What should you do if you're stuck in the water?
So ideally, what you want to really do is just hang on to the ice shelf, because if we're coming, we're going to have all the equipment we need to try and get you out. So there are multiple ways that we're going to try and make the rescue. If we can reach you with the tool, we're going to do that. If we can reach you with a throw rope, that's our second option. But a lot of times the problem is when you're that cold, you don't have the grip strength to really hold on to something.
Right.
So this is called our go method. So the last thing we're going to do is we're actually going to send a rescuer out on the ice. So you already kind of saw the equipment earlier.
Yeah.
This 200-foot rope is going to be attached to the rescuer, and the shore team, they're going to be the people hauling us in.
Okay.
And as we approach you on the ice, we're going to be probably calling, because ideally you fell through. So the ice is going to be thin.
Right.
So we're going to be approaching our victim, crawling, and then as the ice starts to give way, we might even drop down to like a military crawl and crawl on our belly.
Yep.
And we're going to be communicating with our victim like, hey, are you alone? Can you understand me? What I need you to do is pay attention and just focus on the shore team. Because a lot of times the victims, they'll want to come to us. And it's like, no, what we have to actually do is come in behind the victim.
Got it.
So they're going to be trying to, no, I need you to stay where you're at. Just stay frozen, stay right where you are, okay? And so then this rope is connected to me, and this big red one is the tether. This is actually what goes on the victim.
Okay.
So it's big and thick, one, because it's going to provide a little bit of comfort. You know, this rescue rope will be constricting and might be painful.
Got it.
So essentially what we're going to do is we're wearing this suit as well, so it's very clunky and we don't have as much dexterity.
Right.
So what we're going to do is come behind our victim, and this is why we want them to stay focused on the shelf. And you can see Corey's arms are, if you simulate the ice shelf. So I'm actually in the water right now.
Got it.
I'm going to come up, give him a hug like this.
Yep.
Clip this on here and get it cinched up. Ideally, I want this up in their armpits, okay? When I think we're good and ready to get pulled in, I'm going to give a signal. This is the signal for haul us in.
Got it.
And so they're going to start to pull, and I have about 6 feet of rope between myself and the victim.
Okay.
So at this point, what's going to happen is he's going to start to get pulled up, and what I need to do is come in and actually sweep his legs. So he's parallel with the ice shelf.
Got
and
it.
then that way he can slide on, and then I have just a second or two to kind of push myself up on the ice as well. Once we're on the ice shelf, I'm actually going to give a stop command because I need to get to Corey and check his airway to make sure he's breathing okay. We might need to roll out on her side. Right. And the other thing that we can do with this is also the rescue board. If they can hold on to things, and this also provides a little bit of protection to the victim as well. The ice isn't glassy smooth. It's rigid, it can be sharp, and it can be a little painful at times and abrasive. So what we do is, if we can get this board under them, it's nice and smooth sailing.
So this is why you guys need to practice this. There's a lot that goes into this. And I know you have some safety tips. Like, this is around the time of year that you're going to hear of ice rescues. How can people avoid these situations? Yeah,
I think the number one thing to do is pay attention to your pets. Every ice call I've been on, a pet has been involved.
Yeah.
So it's just really important, with this weather as nice as it is now, the ice is starting to get thin, and one of the hazards is we can't determine how thick the ice is just by looking at it. There's so many factors that go into determining the thickness of ice. Yes. So it's really important that you keep your pets leashed, because they're not as heavy as we are, right? They distribute their body weight differently on the ice shelf.
Right.
So they can run onto an ice shelf pretty easily to chase after geese or something like that, and you're gonna naturally be inclined to chase after them. So don't do it. Call us, we have lots of tools. If dogs fall on the ice, we have this, this is like a dog catching pole. Again, we can reach the dog. A lot of times they can be scared, and we don't want to get bit. We've had firefighters get bit before, so we want to control the pet as well.
Keep them leashed, stay away from that thin ice.
Keep them leashed, stay away from the ice, yep.
And we'll see this in action coming up in just about an hour or two. You guys are about ready to head out to the lake, so thank you guys so much for your tips and for demonstrating for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Live in Arvada, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
All right, Courtney, thank you.